Hey you! Get a job.
This is fucking hot.
Get the grease off it, man. The grease is your main problem.
You know, if I had to live off pizza, beer, and nothing else, I could do it.
Cheese, pepperonis, vegetables, minerals, all four food groups, man.
Like eating a megabyte.
Like eating Madonna. Jesus Christ. Yo, it's the master of discipline. There's a show on the other day about Asian shit. These Tibetan guys. And how they do their praying and this weird singing. And they sit on their pillows and just go, "Oh my God, no."
You owe me 20 cents.
He paid you, man.
Alright, whatever, alright? Bitch needs to cut down her caffeine intake.
Eat some pizza in her diet.
Fucker's got an attitude. Went out and crack that dyke with a baseball bat.
Hey, remove those skates, asshole, before I break both your legs, alright?
You're a fascist, man. You're a fascist. Neo-fascist.
Sit down. You're embarrassing.
They're new around here. They're probably just nervous, alright?
Yeah, but I went in there yesterday. They were putting up all this rainbow shit.
It's like they're from a third world country.
What? Spare me that third world shit, alright?
Right, that's what you call it now.
Listen, I've been to the third world, man, alright? Almost like you wiped your ass, made a country out of the paper. Those people are a dog-eating, monkey-faced greaseball.
Alright, those places are screwed up because we fucked them up.
Alright, who's we?
The American Empire. The American Air Force, you, me.
Good luck, alright? We'd be back to base after a weekend in Manila. It's silver clothes and gasoline, just to kill the bugs. Be nice to you over there. Got the shits for a week.
Alright, they're people too, give them that.
The only thing I have to give them is a kick in the ass.
Hey, Buster, that slice you're chopping on could feed a family of 4 in Indonesia.
Yo, man. You're getting me all upset here.
You know what? You should get upset. Everyone should get upset. When Hitler was greasing the Jews, people were like, "Don't get me upset, you're bumming me out." It's my duty as a human being to get upset. Not like it friggin' matters. Nothing ever changes. 50 years from now, there'll be new people sitting here, drinking beer, bitching and moaning about the price of Oreos. 50 years after that, those suckers will be dust and bones. There'll be new suckers here. And all these generations of suckers will try to figure out what the hell they're doing on this friggin' planet, and they'll all be full of crap. It's also friggin' futile.
And if it's also frickin' futile, then what the frick are you so frickin' upset about, fuckhead?
Fucking alienated, asshole.
Me too. I'm alienated too. But at least there's Oreos.
Do you take a break?
Oreos. Dark and chocolatey on the outside, rich and creamy on the inside, and you can eat them whole, or you can split them in two and scrape off cream filling the jar. Hey, Armenian, serve me!
There's a whole world outside this fucking place, man. It's empty, void, stupid. There's no ideas, no hope. It's the end of the world, man. It's the freaking apocalypse. And you don't even know what apocalypse means, do you, Buckkin?
Right! Now remove it! I saw it! Martin Sheen, Marlon Brando, surfing, snails crossing on razor blades. This is the end. Dun dun dun. My only friend, the end. Dun, dun, dun.
And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, but shall desire to die. Death Shall flee from them. St. John the Disciple, we're Apocalypse. Check the Bible.
You know, my mom bought this toilet paper once with Bible sayings on it. And I told her if, like, the Pope came by and had to take a shit, we'd all get excommunicated and sent to hell because, I mean, you're wiping your butt with the Bible.
Well, things we found with me are things with you both.
Excellent.
You know what? Fuck the Pope. One half of the world is starving to death, while the other half is hooked up to their VCR-rated cathinodes, indulging in non-stop violence and porno. Well, you know, getting fatter and fatter on higher cholesterol foods. Getting bigger like Christmas geese, ultimately bursting with cancer and bad karma.
Christmas geese? What the fuck are you talking about?
Alright, they force-feed Christmas geese to get their livers to expand and make pate. We're turning ourselves into geese. That's what I'm saying, obviously.
Right. And you learned this at Carver Community College? You took a course in, what was it again? Ah, yes, Decadence 101, eh?
No, I learned it on Sesame Street. They took a funnel, shoved it down Big Bird's throat, and shoved a bunch of granola down there until his kitchen expanded.
Wow.
You know, every morning when I'm doing my abs, I check out Sesame Street. There's this babe on the show, a total flops. I hear she does porno tape from Zach.
The actress on Sesame Street does porno tapes.
Yeah, man. I saw it with my own eyes. There's this place you can go in town. It's got like wall-to-wall XXX porn.
Ah, push the button with one hand, choke the chicken with the other.
And speaking of chicken, I saw the duck in Suburbia yesterday.
The duck.
You know, the guy that can blow himself?
So what's this guy doing now? Still sucking his own dog?
No, he's teaching at Hampton High School, I think. You know, get into that physical education.
No way! Really? That's so cool!
Hey, you remember Fred Pierce, right? Buff says he's gay now.
Fred Pierce. Fred Pierce was the best running back we had. There's no way that he's back.
Yeah, well, he ain't running no more. Mom told me he's got AIDS. He's in nursing tomorrow. She's been praying for him and shit. Even lit a candle for him down at St. Barbara's.
Fuck, didn't you kick his ass with it?
No, I mean, it was nothing. I lost a tooth. He took, what, 10 stitches? I mean, but there's no way a guy like that is back.
Hey, man. You don't wrap the meat, it don't stay fresh.
You know what I keep thinking about? Mr. Fresher. Best teacher I ever had. Turned me on to Steppenwolf and Naked Lunch. And then the guy dies of alcohol poisoning. How does that happen?
You drink a shitload of vodka, man.
Listen, alright? Fresher is basically a loser. I mean, do you ever hear him talk about Woodstock? Come on. The guy probably prayed he'd go choking out on his own vomit. I mean, he's out there choking on his own puke, and he's thinking just like Jimmy. Just like Jimmy, man.
Excuse me while I kiss the sky.
Alright, how was Fresher Stew?
He just couldn't keep his butt shut.
Alright, you know what? A lot of geniuses will. Sometimes I wish I was gay. It makes things a lot easier sometimes.
Hey, man. Stop staring at my butt.
You know what I'm talking about. I mean, when you're gay, all you do is get laid. I mean, that's all gay guys do is get laid. It's like, hey, wanna get poked? Sure do. Okay.
You're so sexy, Jeff.
Right, man, you know what I'm talking about. You don't always have to worry about what he wants, what he needs, what he cares about. No, bitch.
Right. So, having trouble with the little lady, huh?
I didn't say that.
Hey, Jeff, how's Suze?
Yeah, Jeff, how is Suze?
Who brought up Suze?
You did.
No, I didn't.
Listen, Jeff. Suze is just too good for you.
Didn't you say... Oh, I remember what you said. Her vocabulary was too big. Well, if a guy shouldn't be with a girl whose vocabulary is bigger than his, that's why you must be alone.
My lifestyle is a pure choice, pal, alright? I'm striking a balance between Nietzsche and Bukowski.
How's her friend?
You mean Bibi?
Yeah, Bibi. She's got a nice ass, that Bibi.
You're so concerned, why don't you just go tell her yourself?
I'm at work yesterday. Ship comes in, orders a 12-inch pie with extra cheese. So I asked her if she wants me to carry it up to her car. Chicken's obviously in heat. Says yes right away. So I carried it out to her car. We smoked J. Blows me to eat the pizza, and I chase it down with a beer. Smoke, babe, slice, brew. Frickin' home run, man. No. It's a grand slam even. Anytime it's perfect. What?
Dude, your ability to fantasize is only exceeded by your ability to lie.
Untrue, Jester. Untrue. Why, just last week at the Soundgarden concert, I picked up 2 nymphos. Swear to you, 2 in 1. If you can call them, I even got their numbers.
Right. Let's make it home.
We're just having a conversation.
This is private property.
This is America, man. Don't tell us about private property.
Look, I've got customers complaining.
We're your customers, and we're not complaining.
Please.
I was talking to my mother who's dying of terminal cancer in the hospital. Is that okay with you?
So go visit her. She's in the hospital.
Yo! Are you talking about his mama? That's right.
Hey, so who are you talking to?
Nobody. Suze.
Suze come down?
Yeah, it's my birthday. This week.
Your birthday? Well, shit. Happy birthday, Jeffy! Happy birthday!
Hey, watch it, asshole!
He's the asshole, bitch.
Hey, what did Sue say? Is Pony coming?
Yeah, maybe later.
Want a beer?
No thanks, I don't drink. What did she say? Did you talk to Pony?
Yeah, is Pony coming by?
She said maybe he'd stop by and hang out or whatever. You remember Pony, don't you?
Pony? What's a pony? Oh, a school prom last year. What's his name? Neil Moynihan?
Pony's band, Dream Girl, has been on the road, like, ever. They've been opening stadiums, man. Stadiums.
Didn't you see their video on MTV?
I shot my TV.
So anyway, he's coming here, and I thought we'd just chill out. Just him, Susan, and I, you know?
So, you wanted to get together with your close friend, Pony, huh? It's okay, I understand. You want us to leave?
Oh, really? It's not like that. I don't even like his music.
No. I mean, you guys should spend some time together. You know, warm your hands by the fire, talk about old times, have some laughs, fun, network.
Susan wants to see him.
I want to see him too. When's he coming?
Oh, I want to see him too, John, please.
We all want to see him. So when is he coming?
Yeah, when's he coming?
Later.
I look in the mirror and what do I see? Tits, eyes, teeth. Smile, baby, smile. Give everybody what they want. I stick a knife in my hand and what do I see? Blood. Red and sticky as anybody's, any man's. I bang my head and what do I hear? Silence. I look at the world and what do I see? Well, I hate Bill Clinton, I hate Howard Stern, I hate Michael Bolton, I hate Pope John Paul, I hate my dad. I hate all the men. Fuck all the men. Hey you! What are you looking at? You like this? Come and get it. Do you just want to look? Bang your head, blow your nose. Run down the street, suck a hose. Chew my lips, eat some shit, eat a stick of dynamite and blow yourself to bits. Shut your mouth, go away. Drink my piss, have a nice day. I hope your lives will no more shout what's in my head, what's in your snout. You're a pig, I know that's true. I dance a jig. I hate you. I hate you. Fuck you.
Is that supposed to be about me?
Slides go with it behind me. It's called Burger Manifesto, the dialectical exposition of testosterone. Isn't that a great title?
Is that supposed to be about me?
We were thinking of using we. Is that too much? Why is everything about you, Jeff?
Well, I am the man in your life.
Man?
You know, male, significant other, boyfriend, whatever.
Phallic symbol?
Phallic symbol. No.
It's a piece.
Oh, yeast.
So do you think it's good?
Well, I mean, it needs some work, but it had a promise. So, when do we get to see the completed opus?
I'm not actually performing it anywhere. I'm just composing it as part of my application to the School for Visual Arts in New York.
Right.
Suze, you know people in New York?
No, I'll just go. I figure the worst I can do is starve to death.
The worst you can do is starve you to death? Would you listen to yourself?
I don't want to hear it.
What? You know why? Because you don't have a fucking clue. You're about to hop in the end zone because what? Because some conceptual artist trying to fuck a girl half his age, so he tells her she has talent.
Mr. Brooks is not a conceptual artist. He's a site-specific performance study instructor. He's had shows in New York. He knows. He got reviewed in art form.
Oh, he got reviewed in art form. Well, then you better listen to me.
Fuck, might as well not do anything. No one should do anything. We should just all stick our thumbs up our asses and twirl.
Bravo, bravo, Suze. Go to New York and make your art.
They need your unique point of view.
At least I have a point of view. I stand for something. I'm trying to communicate something.
And what exactly are you trying to communicate?
Why should I tell you? So you can give me more shit?
No, it's an honest question. What are you trying to communicate?
I'm trying to communicate how I feel. You know, raise consciousness, make people think for a change.
You're gonna make people think. About what?
About things that are important to me. Sexual politics, hate crimes, the military-industrial complex. Things. You completely missed the point. I'm talking about idealism, responsibility, progress.
Idealism is empty, middle class bullshit.
Cynicism is bullshit.
I'm not being a cynic, I'm being honest.
But do you stand for anything? What? What do you stand for?
I stand for a certain level of integrity.
Yeah, right. What a jerk.
Can
Fuck
I,
you.
can I talk?
All you know is what's good for you. Typical male.
Fuck you, can I talk, please?
Tim, he listens to you. Do you think it's a good idea? Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a good idea.
You see? He did it. He left. He got his ass out of here.
That's right, I did. I expanded my horizons and I served my country. I sold my wild oats and now I'm back. I gained some wisdom and now I'm back. Go, child. You have my blessing. Say hi to Jack Kerouac if you're out there.
Can't wait till Pony gets here. Have a conversation with a human being.
Oh, when did you get this big affection for the guy?
I knew him all through high school. He sat right behind me in study hall. All we ever did was talk.
You used to make fun of him all the time.
I did not. Now you're lying.
No, I'm not. Since, alright, when were you and Pony friends?
He's always been a nice guy, and I like him.
He's a geek!
I'm a video artist, man. I make videos. I kind of ripped off camcorder from the mall, and I make videos with it, you know? I thought it could be my thing, something I do. I sent one to America's Funniest Home Video.
Buff, buff, buff. Postmodern idiot savant. In the end, you will outdo us all.
That's it. That's it. Come, please.
We're just standing here.
You're trespassing.
Go ahead, call the cops. Call them right now. Maybe my dad will show up. And he'll definitely. You just tell him how we're all trespassing, and I'll just tell him how you sell cigarettes to minors.
Thank you, by the way.
And we'll see who smacks the damn kid.
I ain't joking. Let's go.
We're just standing here.
Go stand someplace else.
You stand someplace else, man. You stand someplace else. This is our corner. You don't freaking own it.
Yes, I do. I own it. It's mine, and you don't belong here.
You don't belong here, man. You don't belong here.
Why don't you just go back to where you came from, huh?
Tim,
Are you standing up for her now? No, I don't fucking think so.
Huh? What are you, a drunk? You just think you can hang around on our property?
Yeah.
come on, this is getting ridiculous.
Okay, fine. Drunken shit.
Come on, Tim, let's go. We're gonna hurt the bitch.
Bitch, huh? He's the nigger.
Want to learn to be accepted, huh? Learn to play a sport. Don't start crying now.
Oh, shit.
Who's this, your mother?
Come on, Amy. Let's go back in the store. Come on, Amy. Let's go back in the store.
Yo, mama, that thing loaded?
Let's go.
Tim, you think she's got bolts in that thing?
Come on, Amy. You know they're just joking. Now let's go. Come on.
Come on, baby, let's get away from these macho fixated assholes.
Ah, screw it. Let's go find some weed.
I'm sorry, he just has some pent-up black rage, and it had nothing to do with you. He's just drunk. Sorry.
Hey. You made a video?
What?
Nothing.
Wait. What?
You said you made a video. What's it about?
It's not about anything.
Well, what's on it?
Just some stuff. You know, I got from the TV, the Jetsons, and some stuff blowing up I got from the news. Plus one day my mom was praying and stuff, and didn't see me watching, so I got my video camera and I videotaped her.
Yeah? Your mom praying?
And a cloud.
A cloud?
Yeah, there was this cloud, and I videotaped it.
Oh.
I was doing shrooms and I saw this cloud. Looks excellent on tape. And like, everything on the video is like what I see, you know? What's on the video? Like there's TV, my mom, the sky. Plus one day, when no one's around, I'm gonna come back and walk inside the Quicko and tape shit.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, like imagine the inside of this convenience store, but with music. I'll put on Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
And Aerosmith, Everclear, and Limp Bizkit, and plus, one day, when nobody noticed, I hit the record button on my box and taped everything that everyone was saying.
What did I say?
Nothing, you know.
I wish I could see it.
You can see it whenever you want.
Yeah?
You work at the hospital.
Yeah, I'm a nurse's aide at Mercy.
You're a nurse?
No, I know. Clean them up. Empty the bedpans. Sometimes I bring lunch, that kind of thing.
You mean like old people, Alzheimer's, really screwed up?
Some of them, strokes. A lot of them, I don't know what's wrong with them. They're not moving too much and they get kind of yellow. Usually they die if they get really yellow.
Sounds like a total bummer.
No, it's not. I like it. I mean, they're not completely, in a coma. They know when I'm helping them. Fred Pierce, he's there. He's going blind. I guess it's AIDS. We just had a birthday party for him last week. 22 years old. Dr. Patel says he'll die pretty soon. But Fred's great to talk to. Fucking funny guy. This is shit like watch her I'll bleed on you.
So Fred's gonna die?
Well, he's really sick.
Yeah, but doesn't that bother you?
I guess. But it's a lot worse for him. I know he needs me, just to say hi and talk. I need him.
What you doing now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Waiting, I guess. Maybe Pony will have a stretch limo,
Yeah. Hey, you wanna go out in the woods?
Now?
Yeah, we could smoke a doobie, hang out, that sort of thing.
I don't do drugs. But I'll go back. Okay?
Whatever you want.
gun. They overreacted. Believe me, if I thought anything would have happened, I would have done something.
What would you have done?
I would have stopped.
How?
I would have done something. Isn't this all kind of hypothetical? Can we sit down for like 2 minutes? I haven't seen you all day. I'm gonna go back around the van.
Not the van. It smells back there. Moldy old blankets and beer cans. There's enough stuff stuck to the floor to open a sperm bank.
All right, then let's take a ride up to the fields.
Honey, just hold me for a minute. You know, I was talking to Mr. Brooks yesterday, and he has this friend who wants to sublet his apartment for $650 a month.
Yeah?
I could swing that, $650.
Suze,
What?
has it ever occurred to you that I might have some feelings about you leaving for New York?
What feelings?
Well, you and me.
Of course.
And?
Come with me.
That's not what I'm saying.
Well, what are you saying?
I mean, I could go to New York. What's the point? So I can learn how to order a cappuccino? So I can see homeless people up close? So I can get mugged by some crackhead?
So what do you want to do?
Nothing.
No one does nothing, Jeff.
I'm going to break new ground.
New ground. Taking one community college course on the history of Nicaragua while barely holding a job packing boxes?
All right, that job's not away. I don't need that.
What is it you need?
Nothing. Too many possessions clutter the brain.
You find that in a fortune?
Actually, Tim said it.
Tim? Tim's an alcoholic whose brain is cluttered without possessions.
But at least he's honest. That's got to count for something. I mean, I wish I were half as honest as he is. Do you know that when Tim got out of the Army, he hiked from here to Frisco and back?
Well, golly. Air Force dropout, corner bum, hitchhiker, homophobic. My hero! He's just some guy hanging out and you act like he's God.
Because he knows, because he's been there.
He's a loser.
Then what am I?
Jeff.
All I want to do is make something that shatters the world. If I can't do that, I just don't want to do anything.
That's egotistical.
No, it's not. What are your goals? Status, money, getting your picture on the cover of some glossy magazine?
My goal is to make art.
Why can't you do that here? What's wrong with here? How is somewhere else better?
Why should I stay here, Jeff? So that I can sit next to you on the corner and watch the lights change while you bitch about Burnfield? So that we can talk about dead high school teachers? So that I can spend the rest of my life wondering what it would be like to be a real artist? So that you and I can screw while your parents are out having dinner at the Sizzler? I mean, what are we doing here, Jeff? You and me.
All right, all I want is for us to be happy. You've got this thing about leaving, about New York. But all I want you to do is stay. Because if you go, who am I going to make out with? Who am I going to hang out with? Who am I going to make love to?
Jeff,
Who am I going to dream with?
you don't have any dreams. I'm getting beer.
Hey man, can I borrow your phone?
Yeah. Just hit the middle of it when you're done.
Frankie, what you doing? Sleeping? Don't sleep. Sleeping you're dead. Come on down to the corner, man. I want to see you. So, put on your clothes and come down, man. And bring some of that weed you just bought. What? Fuck you, man. So you're down at the Cherokee tonight, huh? Maybe we can do some off-roading there.
Sorry.
Why the hell not?
The old man checks the tires for mud when I get home.
Shit. So we'll take Pony stretch off-road.
I seriously doubt Tony has a stretch.
Are you kidding me? Bet you he's in his stretch right now. Little color TV going, one of those mini bars with scotch and crystal bottles, stacks of coke, and a naked babe sitting on his lap, stuffing a highly resinous Hawaiian bomb. Smoke, big, low. Can't wait till he gets here.
You're delusional. You should get your head checked. I mean, dream on.
Go to bed with a girl.
He's not with the girl.
You know, if I were in his shoes, I'd wake up every morning, do my singing, followed by a hearty breakfast with steak and eggs, washed down with a pot of coffee and a six-pack of Bud Light. Then, I'd have my bodyguard go fetch me my babe, who would appear decked out in an all custom-made black leather Victoria's Secret bodysuit. So tight that I'd have to chew it off with my teeth until she was completely nude. Except for the fact that she'd have these amazing dragon tattoos all over her body. With pierced nipples and little gold peace signs hanging off of And then she'd snap out this half-ounce of blow. We'd vaporize a few million brain cells and spend the rest of the morning trashed watching Gilligan's Island. Smoke, babe, blow, and the skipper.
What would you do in the afternoon?
Same, more of the same. With the occasional burger or slice thrown in. But instead of Gilligan's Island, we'd watch Baywatch.
Sounds depressing.
Come on, man. Tell me you wouldn't love it.
I'm not saying I would love it. I'm just saying after a while it would wear kind of thin.
A long while. A long, long while. No. A long, long, long.
You remind me of a guy I once knew. Not the Landry? I always wondered what happened to that kid. What's this, romance?
We're exploring the possibility. Got any grass?
No.
You know, I have a sudden urge to see Frankie. You coming? Oh, that's right.
Jeff? Susan?
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
What's up?
Jeff, wow. Jeff.
Good to see you, man. What's up? Hey, you want a beer?
Sure.
Yeah, you can have mine.
Thanks.
Whoa, is that your limo?
Yeah, the record company makes me use it. I know, it's dumb.
I've never been in one before.
I'll give you a ride sometime. So you're just here alone?
Yeah, they went to, excuse me, get refreshments.
Suze?
She's here. She'll be here.
Are you in here still?
Yeah.
Good. That's important. She's so great. I'm in the corner. Nothing's changed.
We've only been gone a year. So what's it like, man, living the rock star life? Coke, babes, limousines?
No, it's hard, man. The world's hell. I mean, airport, hotel show, airport, hotel show. Are you still living at your mom's?
I just crashed there. Most nights I'm just out, you know.
Yeah, I saw your dad's Cherokee parked up front, so we were here.
I live in Bar for the night, so I
Okay, cool. He said 8 a.m.
Great. Erica, this is Jeff, Jazz Records.
Hi.
So you having any fun, man?
Some. People are weird. You know, they think you're somebody special if they see you on MTV.
And you're really just nobody.
Not nobody.
Nobody special.
Man, it's so amazing to be back. I mean, we've been playing big places everywhere, but when we did the soundcheck at the stadium, it suddenly hit me. 20,000 people, you know? I mean, last time I played around here was the prom.
Yeah, the prom.
I thought you guys might come to the show tonight.
We're going to, but Sue screwed up on the tickets.
We're pretty good tonight.
You were amazing tonight.
We were?
Oh, yeah.
So man, what's happening with you? How's college?
Actually, I dropped out. I'm taking one class 3 nights a week. I'm trying to rethink my value system. Right now, I'm just more into writing stuff, you know, short pieces.
Oh, I love writing. Anne Rice. I love Anne Rice.
Great, super, awesome!
Short pieces, huh? You should try writing songs, man.
I've thought of that, actually.
Oh, really? I mean it. Dude, you're such a great writer. I remember some of that stuff you do for Mr. Pressure. Funny shit. He wrote this thing about his dick once right in front of the whole class.
Oh, I'd love to read that.
So anyway, you think I should?
What?
I mean, write songs, because you know what I'm talking about.
Songs?
Yeah. You know, I can turn them into songs, pieces.
Huh.
I could.
Really? You should show me, man.
I could, if you want me to. Now.
Maybe later.
All right. Well, man. You know, I'm thinking, he's out there, he's on the road, he's hit stadiums, he's a huge deal, he's just awesome, he becomes mega superstar. Like Michael Jackson. But you show up and you're just, oh.
I'm just fun, man.
Didn't want to serve me, made me show him an ID. So I'm not showing you any stupid ID. You know me. I'm in here every other night. Fucking long-haired, pot-bellied, 40-something baby boomer. Went to a protest march across after this dog.
Dude.
Oh my God, Pony, hurry! Oh shit, you came! Wow. Oh my God, there's your limo. Wow, real limo. Never seen a black one before.
It's stupid, isn't it?
No, it isn't. It's cool.
God, you look good, Suze. Like your head's in the right place. Are you still doing your painting?
Sometimes. I've started doing performances. And I don't look good. I look like shit. My head's in a shitty place.
Performances?
Performance art, you know.
Oh yeah, I met Sandra Bernhardt in LA.
You did? She's alright.
Oh, she's incredible in person. My manager, Danny, took me out to this restaurant and there she was.
Wow, she was just sitting there?
Yeah, just sitting there eating a salad. But that kind of stuff happens all the time in LA. I met Matt Damon.
Matt Damon?
Yeah, man, you'd like it.
All right, well,
Jeff, how do you know if he likes something or not?
You seem like a great guy.
So anyway, I'm thinking about moving to New York. You know, go to school, paint, performances, paint.
New York, huh?
Not a good move, huh?
No, I think it's a great move. You have to go, man. You always did such great work. I still have some of that stuff you do in study hall.
You do?
Yeah. Jeff, don't you think Sue should go to New York?
sure, but it would depend. In today's 20-something market, when everyone's just trying out something to get a job,
Bye. Tell him I'm not here.
what happened?
Nothing happened. Frankie's mom called the cops because Buck was climbing up the drain pipe trying to get into Frankie's room so we could get some pot.
Well, did you get it?
Well, he put up a struggle, but the forces are good, going out in the end. Hey, Ponyman, great to see ya! Great concert tonight.
You were there?
Yeah! No. But I heard it was great.
Pony, this is my friend Bibi.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
So tell us, man. Flow, party time, trash in hotel rooms, babes round the clock.
You don't have time for that.
Then what's her?
Erica? She's the publicist for the band.
Yeah, right. Publicist.
No, No, she does interviews, shit like that. She was doing this one interview. She said she wanted to come out and see Burnfield.
Oh, she told you about the old days. You know how I helped start the band.
You were in the band?
I helped start it, man.
Not exactly good.
Yeah, man, during the beginning I was there like all the time.
No, man, you came by one day and played the harmonica. That was before we were really a band, before Dan signed us. We were just kids fooling around.
Dude, I came by more than once.
Danny David. What is that, a Jewish name or something? I used to know a Jew back in the force, a pilot. He was big nose, funny guy, talks a lot. Is Danny one of those funny kind of Jews, Pony?
I don't know.
He's funny. He talks a lot.
So you came by to see how the other half lives, huh? Well, what do you think? Pretty pathetic. More like a show on educational TV or something.
I think it's nice here. It's different.
I like that.
So what are you guys doing here?
You're not his publicist.
Sure I am. It's fun. We meet people, talk to their thing. You know, watching the graphic.
And you're like, what else?
Am I sleeping with him?
Well, that's one way of putting it.
Am I fucking him?
Shit.
Pony, what would you say about this?
Mother-daughter.
Pony and I are friends.
So you're like, available
In what way?
in a horizontal and wet kind of way.
Bob, should we stop this?
He's simply having verbal intercourses.
No, he isn't. He's objectifying her. He's entertaining us at her expense. It's okay. He's... What's your name again?
Bob.
Buff. It's funny.
She likes Buff. She thinks Buff is funny. So why don't you keep your feminist hole closed, huh?
Tim.
Why don't you swallow your... Oh, I forgot. It's not big enough.
Bitch.
Tim, chill out, man.
Forget it. It's okay.
So, you come from an area like this?
Yeah, sort of. I come from an area.
Not South Central.
No, not South Central.
Then what area? I mean, if not South Central, then where?
Bel Air.
Oh, Bel Air. Were you rich or something?
Not really. Middle class.
Middle class. Yeah, me too, middle class.
Maybe upper middle class.
So your dad's a big deal then, huh?
He thinks he is. No, he is.
He bought you a BMW for your birthday, but you finally had to get out of the house and buy your own place. Your parents hate you smoking. You didn't tell them about the abortion. You know your dad's having an affair with someone at work. You subscribe to Vanity Fair. You have a personal trainer. You've been seeing the same therapist for years. You get your nails done by a professional? Are you Jewish or something?
My dad, not my mom. I know, you hate Jews.
No. I never said that. I just like to know who I'm dealing with.
Well, now you know who you're dealing with. What are you going to do about it?
So you're staying at Mom's house?
No, I stayed at the Four Seasons. It's easier.
Oh, stay at the Four Seasons easier.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's been hot water, you know.
So, what do you do now? I mean, what does the band do next?
We go back to the studio and make a new album.
Hey, do you need help with the video? I do videos now, man. I'm a video artist. I can help you.
Are you ready to fly out to LA? We are making a new video. Do you have a reel?
What's a reel?
Like something I can see?
I have one of those.
You never know. And Suze, I was thinking, you can do our next album.
You don't want me to do your next album cover.
No, I don't want you to do the album cover. I need you to.
You're not serious.
I'm always serious.
They'd never let me do what I want.
I get final approval. It's in my contract.
Would I get paid?
We'd have to fly you out for meetings.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That would be something that I would really want to do.
Good. You know what? I feel good. I feel good because I'm out here with you guys. I forgot what it was like just to hang out. I mean, the guys on the road, all they talk about is scoring chicks. And Danny, all he talks about is making money.
Yeah, we're above all that.
No, I mean, we were driving out here, and I told the driver, George, just to roll the window down so I could smell the air. The smell of freshly cut grass, great. I could see through the big picture windows, families watching TV, dinner, guys drinking beer. It's the suburbs. They don't call it the American dream for nothing.
And who's that?
And like yesterday, I was walking around at the mall by myself. You know, I get that old mall feeling.
What's that?
Safety, security. I've been trying to write something about it, but I don't know, it's new.
Play it!
Yeah, man, play it for us.
All right.
Free concert! Free concert! Free concert!
Tired and I feel afraid. All you did was laugh at all the promises that I made. I wasn't right, but now I know you're wrong. I know one thing for sure, that I don't belong. I'm a man invisible. I'm a man invisible. I'm a man invisible. I feel tired and I feel afraid. All you did was laugh at all the promises that I made. I wasn't right, but now I know you're wrong. I know one thing for sure, that I don't belong. I'm a man invisible. I'm a man invisible. Man invisible. Yeah, I don't know.
You know, I'm glad you put music in your song. That's important.
Who's the man in this one?
What?
Well, I mean, if you're them, then are we the man invisible, or is that you?
I'm an artist. You know, there's life, and then there's the artist watching life, commenting.
That's what I do too. Watch life. Seriously, I watch life, I comment on it, I think about it, I even write it down sometimes.
Oh man, it's one thing to think, it's another thing to communicate with people. That's what I do with my music. If a tree falls in the forest and no one's there to hear the sound, does it really make a sound?
Of course it does.
That's my biggest fear. Making a sound and no one hears it.
Mine too.
Wait! What happened to the tree?
I mean, you make art and you want people to see it.
Hey, you know what I'm saying.
Just because a tree falls doesn't mean it's not artistic.
Jeff likes to argue for the sake of arguing.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You do.
I don't.
Did the tree you die?
Hey, homie, we wanted to hear your songs. We would have gone to your fucking concert.
What a nice thing to say, Jeff.
No, seriously, you're right in here like you're fucking God. You've been everywhere. You know everything.
I didn't say I know her.
Plus you don't.
Jeff,
Right, seriously. Like, what's the deal? You know everything? You've been everywhere? Like, what? So what? You sold 90,000 units. What's that mean? You're an extra rung up the ladder? You keep an extra gold star on your forehead?
So what are you saying, Jeff? You don't like my stuff? I won't sing it. I'm sorry.
I'm saying I don't need a limo to know who I am. I'm saying, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm saying that I don't know, but that's okay.
Man, just listen to me.
Hey, man. Chill.
Man invisible.
Man, look. I'm sorry if I said something wrong.
It's not you, it's the sidewalk.
Sal. No, I mean, I come here, I'm so used to everyone treating me like a fucking star, telling me how good I am.
No, really, it's not you, it's not anybody, it's me.
No, look, why don't we go up to get something to eat? There's plenty of room in the stretch.
Look, I have no ideas, no hope, no future. It's like the blind leading the blind. It's just go.
why don't we go for Chinese? Hung Suk Takeout is open till 1.
Come on, man.
You guys go ahead. I'll just guard the store.
No, I mean it. I said I'd give you a ride in the limo. You guys can come too. Bob, Tim?
Nah, sorry. I'll guard the sidewalk.
Are you coming?
I'm gonna stay here and finish the beer.
Come on, man. You can hang me out the window. I'll do tricks. I'll kill some people for you. Just aim and I'll fire.
That's really appealing and all, but no.
I'm not going if you don't come. Why don't you just try?
All right, let's go.
Hey, where's Bibi? Bibi? Where'd you go?
Bob! Good boy.
Well, you got everything right with the car. My dad can get me a BMW. It's a Porsche. Anyway, you seem to know a lot about me, but I don't know anything about you. What kind of music do you like?
Military marching bands.
You know where Bel Air is, don't you? You know what it is.
I saw it once. On TV. That's it.
You think I'm rich and you hate me.
Don't tell me what I think. You don't know.
If I don't, I want to. You were in the Army?
Yup. United States Air Force. Biggest mistake of my life.
Were you a pilot?
Oh yeah, me and Tom Cruise.
What was it like?
I was a dopey kid, mopping floors and officer asked. I mean, what did I know about job corps or raising a family? I was enlisted out of high school. So I caught the kitchen duty, and 3 days later, I was a free man.
You cut off your little finger?
I mean, they sewed it back on.
Oh, let me see.
Honorable discharge. I get a check every month. Disabled while serving.
And I guess you get some kind of experience from it.
You could say I got taught.
A lesson?
A lesson. A big lesson. Shut up and stay where you are. Learn your place or lose your place.
And not so happy?
Happy? That's your game? I pass.
I'm not so happy. Go to the gym. Eat the yogurt. Go to the gym. Check the voicemail. Smoke the low tar cigarette. Shave the bikini line. Most of the time I don't feel anything. Except a mild expectation. Like maybe somebody interesting would be backstage at the show tonight. I guess I'm hoping for the unexpected. You know, Tony told me about his friends here in Burnfield, but frankly, from what he told me, I thought you guys were just a bunch of kids. I really came out here for pizza. He told me it was incredible.
Yeah, it is actually.
No, but I mean, underneath all the noise, you're really a nice man. You're intense, but you're sweet, aren't you?
What's your name again?
Erica.
I think me and you are alike, Erica.
Deep down, way down.
It's a mistake to think that.
We can still talk. It's nice to talk.
Yeah, it's nice to do a lot of things, you know?
That's what I mean.
No. You don't understand what I'm saying.
I want to understand.
I'm not a nice man, and I'm not sweet either.
I know.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, hey, I'm a big girl. If I didn't want to be here, I'd be with a bunch of kids looking for some Chinese food.
You still don't know.
No?
No.
So teach me a lesson.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, are you sure about this?
I've just walked all the way from the center to here. You missed the big one right we're looking for.
How was it?
Stupid and disgusting. I got out. I thought you didn't drink.
I don't anymore.
Can I have some?
I don't care, knock yourself out.
You know, it's weird. At one moment, everything can seem so totally fucked, and then the next, you look at it at a completely different angle, and it's so much clearer. I mean, people back in olden days used to walk a lot more than they do now. And you know what? I think they were happy. I mean, I walked for 20 minutes and everything became clear, you know? You ever hear the saying, this too shall pass?
Sure, all the time. In group.
True.
Rehab. hell with windows. So noisy I always had a headache. There were kids my age sucking their thumbs and wetting their pants. Most of us were in there because of drugs, but you want to know something funny? I saw more fucking drugs inside that place than I ever saw on the outside. One kid on my floor shot up cough medicine and convulsions right in front of me.
Fuck.
Every day I woke up in my cell and I thought to myself, my parents put me here. Why? Because I stayed out all night one time. Because I broke the VCR when I was drunk. Because I was out of control. I thought my parents loved me.
I'm sure they were just trying to help.
Yeah, that's one way of looking at it.
You know, you're fisted Buff. But Buff's funny as hell. I mean, sometimes he can be a fucking riot, man.
Yeah.
No, I mean, alright, sex changes things, you know. When you really break it down and think about it, there's these organisms with weird tentacles and orifices kind of poking in and out of each other. I mean, I was pretty down before. I was sitting in that limo, and then I realized we're getting off on the fact that we're in a car that's 5 feet longer than the rest. I broke it down and I figured out it was pretty much because I was jealous of Polly.
Well, sure. He's rich and famous. He's got everything and you've got nothing.
Yeah, but, I mean, then I thought about it. I mean, he's stuck in that. Stuck with the photographers, the interviewers, his manager telling him what to do. I mean, he wants to be free, but he's just really part of the machine. When freedom's all there really is.
Yes.
I mean, it used to scare me that I didn't know it was a head life, but then I realized, well, you know, what if I make the wrong move, you know? But maybe there isn't a right way. Maybe there isn't a right way to go. And I thought, as long as I don't care what happens to me when I do something, I can do whatever I want. I mean, I could knock out my teeth with the hammer, so what? I could poke my eyes out with a chopstick, still be alive. I could strip naked, fart in the wind. But at least I would be doing something real for 2 or 3 seconds. I mean, and that's why I can go to New York. I mean, it is night. We are in Birdfield, and I am alive, and I will not die. So at this moment, I'm getting naked. Because I don't give a crap anymore. I mean, seriously. Like, I will no longer conform to society's need for a six-pack. There's a lot of love in these handles. I can go to New York. I'm on the train. I'm riding there. I'm on the street. I'm walking around reading a newspaper. I can talk and sing with homeless people. I will live in a box. I will starve, but I will not die. I will talk to God!
You guys ever go home?
And what do you want? You scared the shit out of me. And him.
Yeah, well, Amy wanted me to come check the store and make sure y'all didn't break any windows.
That's stupid.
Yeah, well, you're the one standing with your penis hanging out in the middle of the street and you're calling her stupid?
Hey, Tim. Look who it is. Everyone's favorite lesbian.
You know, I had a girlfriend once who took to drinking. She died a beggar.
Just because I had a few shots of vodka does not mean I'm an alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing up here in the North End? Or weren't you like a lesbian in the South where it's like illegal? And I thought you were like happy doing that whole like rebellion thing.
Yeah, well, it ain't illegal, but you're pretty much disowned from being a part of the human race down there if you ain't like them. Even my own family disowned me till I lied and told them I was straight.
And Amy, how'd you get together with her?
I went up to New York and I met her and we went back down south and we started a store and we got harassed a lot by the religious fanatics. One night they just came in and burnt the store to the ground. So we moved up here. Thought it might be a little different. Obviously, it ain't any different.
Come on, man, we're not like them.
Yeah, well. Let me give you some advice. You look like a smart guy. This life, it ain't for you, you know?
Thanks for the advice. But you really wouldn't understand my life.
Very complicated, huh?
That is correct, son.
Yeah, well, complicated or not, life moves on, eh? She all right?
She's fine. We're all fine. Everything is fine.
Well, if y'all so fine, why don't y'all go home? Take him with you. Otherwise, I might sweep him out in the trash tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am. It's okay. You can tell me.
Do you ever wake up in the morning and think, well, here's another day, just like the last one? I mean, these days just keep coming and going.
Sometimes, yes, I do that.
But I mean, if you live them or not, what difference would it make, you know?
I wonder where you guys been.
We took the scenic route back to high school. You would have liked it.
Sorry,
Hey, where'd you go? Home. Everything all right? Yeah, you know. Where'd you go, Jeff?
I got tired of listening to that friggin' demo tape. It felt like a groupie, so I hopped out.
I enjoyed the ride. I'm sorry you didn't.
Will you listen to me for a second? Thought about something we need to talk.
You use that a threat?
No. I'm just saying, I thought about this.
Jump around, jump, jump up and get down. Jump around, jump up and get down.
Yeah, he threw up out the window in the limo.
Oh, when that shit tastes, I get this huge appetite. I don't know why, most people don't, but I do.
So anyway, I just got out at the center and walked here.
Oh, look. I don't feel so good.
Someone should take him home.
George won't let him into the limo like that. You already had to clean down the whole side.
Oh,
I got him.
You sure?
It's cool. Come on, buddy.
oh, yeah, I've been deleting that.
Burnfield. There's no place like it.
Burnfield. Pizza and puke capital of the world.
I can't believe you're still here.
I'm moving to New York.
Ew.
No, I'm going. Soon. What's that supposed to mean?
Say what I mean.
You think you're so smart.
That's because I am.
See how it gets dark down there through those trees and shit? What do you think's down there?
Old tires, bottles.
But when I was a kid, all those condos over there were woods, and a big stream ran through there, a little pond.
Where's the stream now?
Who knows, it's probably drained into a pipe underground somewhere. I just can't see it. I had a brother who was, retarded. Down syndrome. His name was Larry. Larry was always eating because he wasn't very good at doing things. He could walk around by himself. That was about it. And it was safe to let him do that in those days. Then one day, Larry didn't come home when he was supposed to. And we didn't find him until the next spring when the ice melted. They figured that he had fallen through the ice and gotten sucked down the stream. Well, he got sucked down the stream all the way to a place where there was this shopping cart some kids had thrown in there. And there he was, still in his overalls, all decayed. But it was him.
You found him?
No, some kids, but I saw him.
Your own brother?
It was 10 years ago. I'm over it. My mom's not. She still blames herself. All she does is sit around all day and watch the Home Shopping Network and drink. I keep telling her to go get therapy, My dad? I never seen my dad. Vietnam vet. I think he killed people over there. I used to wonder if maybe Larry was like his bad karma come back to get us or something. Anyway, he lives in Florida now and skippers deep sea fishing parties. I hate it here. It's ugly, it's like being dead. You want away? I want to go away.
Yeah, away. That's not always so great either. I mean, I don't want to come back here, but I get homesick sometimes.
Yeah? It's hard to imagine.
No. Now I have to do this interview thing, and the things they ask are so stupid. But I do it, because the work's important. I do it for the work. I have to get the work.
Yeah, but it's gotta be fun.
Sure, but it's hard. I mean, every night a new city, then there's pressure from my manager and my lawyer to write new stuff. I mean, I'll write a beautiful song and they're like, well, what does the video look like?
Or the album covers.
The album cover. Sometimes I try to remember why I left in the first place. I think about people. I wonder what they're doing. I thought a lot about you.
Me? Yeah. When you called, I thought there's a name from the past.
Or a name for the future. I mean, we'll be doing that album cover, right?
I know what you mean.
You do?
I like you too, honey. My mom has this saying, don't write any checks you can't cash.
Suze.
This man will not let me take him home.
And I present you with the keys to the city.
Hey, what's to eat? I'm starving.
I've got something.
Look, we gotta talk. I thought of some things.
You smell like whiskey.
Let me tell you about what I thought about the way back to the city, right?
No. I ate a dog in Thailand once. It tasted a lot like a spare rib.
Anyway, I thought about you.
Forget New York. I don't want to talk about New York anymore.
There was this place. They served live monkey brains, that's right. And they had the monkey like tied down on the table. And people just sat there and ate its brains out alive. I mean, I tried to get in, but I didn't have any cash. My mom has a saying, don't write any checks you can't cash.
What the hell are you talking about?
Where's Erica?
I don't know, ask your girlfriend.
I gotta go out to the car for a sec. I'll be right back.
Any thoughts on the matter?
It's really good.
I called her to speak, but there's no answer.
She said that she was feeling tired and that she went back to the hotel, okay?
She went back to the hotel. She told you this?
Yes.
What exactly did she say?
Well, Dad, she told me that she wanted you to, you know.
I think I gotta go.
Hey, wait. Aren't you gonna? Come on. You know I love you.
No, I'm gonna go back to the hotel and see if she's alright.
Listen. You rock stars are so sensitive, alright? Chill out.
Man, I think you're a sick fuck.
You know what? Blow me.
Fuck you, man. I never did anything to you.
Hey, watch your language, sheep, alright? Or I might just have to.
You kidding me? My lawyer will drop an assault charge on you faster than you can say AA.
Your lawyer?
My lawyer.
AA.
Did you give me a ride?
Yeah.
That's it. Give her a ride. Give her a ride in the backseat of the limo all the way to the hotel. Back the limo goes up.
Where do you guys go?
It's none of my business because you're fucking my best friend's girlfriend.
What the hell are you talking about?
Nobody's fucking anybody.
Sure. Look, are you going in limo with him?
Yes, Jeff, I'm going for a ride with Pony. Is that okay with you? Do I have your permission? Or maybe you want to think about it?
Away.
Yes, Jeff, away! Away!
In the limo.
Man, we're just going for a ride.
Oh, to do his album, I guess.
Shit, Jeff, I don't know.
You don't know? Well, what do you say?
I don't know. And I don't care that I don't know.
Just go.
What?
Go.
You really suck, you know that?
Go.
In the limo.
A toast to womanhood, Jeff. Without suffering, you never have knowledge.
I am not suffering because I am not jealous of Pony.
Sure you are, Jeff. No, it's no big deal. I mean, the guy probably has his arm around her right now, holding her close, nudging her tit with his finger. He's probably talking about the revolution or something. And she's looking up at him with her big eyes.
Well, what happened?
Soon enough, they'll be in the suite, and they'll talk for a while. Maybe they'll talk for a while. And by the end of the morning, they'll be making whoopee pal. Sorry.
Oh! What am I supposed to do, man?
Listen, alright? I'll do you a big favor. I'll lend you my 45 and you just blow the fucking brains out.
Seriously?
I mean, yeah, just kill him or kill her.
Kill me.
You don't have the guts.
I feel sick.
I'm gonna go, Jeff. I have a hard day of drinking for long.
Hey, whatever happened with you and that Erica chick?
Who?
Erica, you know, Pony's, whatever.
Oh.
Come on, man, you can tell me, it's cool.
Alright. I'll tell you, but you gotta promise not to say it.
Alright, man, it's cool.
Alright, listen. I had her back in the van, right? She was like this crazy animal. And yeah. And she was hanging all over me. And all of a sudden I just looked down at her stupid face mouth and her stupid, stupid, stupid. And I hit her.
You hit her.
I mean, I was drunk. What else do you want me to do?
You don't know. How many times did you hit her? How is she?
She wasn't moving, all right? I don't know.
What, is she dead?
Go back into the van, Jeff. You have the guts?
Tim! Tim!
Jim! What a beautiful day. Sorry.
That's okay. For you, that's okay. Enjoy yourself.
Are you talking to me?
That's okay.
Good. I'm glad it's okay.
When I get my engineering degree and I'm swimming in my swimming pool, it'll be very fucking okay.
Okay.
2 more years. Have my engineering degree, I can sell the store, I can move away from Murphy, I can move away from you standing there.
Good. See you later.
You're a drunk and a bum.
Yeah, well, you're a whore.
Yeah, well, we got a saying back home. Either the salt is rotting over me.
You know, you're not too smart, Chief. But that's okay. I'm moving out to LA where the sun is shining and the grass is green.
Well, that's nice. There's plenty of 7-Elevens out there for you to stand in front of.
That's right, Mom. Come on, man, you look like shit. Didn't you go home last night? No. So you stayed here.
Stay here.
You know what we both need? Is something to drink. Wake us up, you know? I was up late too, man. Long night. We're back.
Hello? Yes, hello, I'd like... Oh, hi. I'd like to report a crime. Why do I have to tell you my name? Yeah, I was a witness. No, I was not an accomplice. Yes? Oh, of course I'll hold.
Hey man, calling Suze?
No,
You shouldn't worry. She stayed at the Four Seasons last night.
I'm not worried.
Life's too short, you know?
I'm not worried.
Good.
Hey. Thanks. If I tell you something, can you promise to keep it to yourself?
Sure, man.
Last night,
I know I should have stuck up for you, man. You're my friend, and she's your woman. And I feel bad about that, you know? But I was busy. I had things to do. And I feel bad.
it's not about Suze. She stayed at the hotel with Pony, huh?
We all stayed at the hotel last night. I mean, it was party time. I hung out with Danny, Pony's manager. Really great guy. We talked about the video and how he wants a fresh look, you know, something raw.
But,
He told me that if I can capture the reality of Burnfield, it would make a great tape.
Buck, would you listen to me?
I know what you're gonna say. I don't know anything about making a video, but that's a plus, you know? Because since I'm just starting out, I have a fresh point of view. And that's great for marketing and demographics.
Buck, shut up!
And guess who showed up?
Look, last night, Tim...
Yeah, Tim.
killed Erica.
What are you talking about? I just saw her last night. I stayed in her room. What can I say?
Dude, stop lying, all right? I swear to you, it's totally true.
I'm not lying. I saw all of Erica last night.
Listen to me, Tim. Tim killed her.
Bullshit.
I'm telling you, man, it's totally true. Look, I found her cell phone back there. I didn't even go look in the van.
Tim?
He killed her.
Bullshit.
No, man.
Total and utter bullshit! Well,
Good morning. Oh my God, you found it. Thank you so much. Jeff, have you been here all night?
Yes.
Well, don't you have a bag or anything?
I have my toothbrush.
He's so cute.
So, anyway, Erica says if I get the gig, she's gonna teach me how to surf out in LA.
I'll teach you to surf even if you don't get the gig.
You mean I can come visit?
You bet. Anyway, here, I'll meet you in the limo. Jeff, it was nice meeting you. If you're ever in LA, you should stop by the offices. I talked to Pony last night, and he said he had a nice time, and he's looking forward to reading some of your songs.
Oh, yeah, tell Pony. Tell Pony to go fuck himself.
I'll do that.
The limo! So you're gonna bring no chick?
No, you weren't.
She told me all about it. She was laughing her ass off about it. We all were. He did this whole macho thing on her head, Tim that is. And like, got pissed off. She wouldn't, you know, do it with him, get it on, because he couldn't get it up.
That's pathetic.
What? Pathetic. Loser. Oh, shit. So, I'll see you, man. And if I never come back, I'll send you a videotape of me surfing out in LA. Later, man.
Do that,
Go with
man.
the flow.
You have a good time.
So what happened? Did I call it? She spent the night, didn't she?
What?
You know what's wrong with you, Jeff? You want to believe so bad, you'll just buy anything.
You know, that's not it, man. I stayed up all night last night trying to figure out how to get my best friend out of going to jail for the rest of his life.
You did that for me.
Yes.
And all I can say, Jeff, is that you're a complete fool.
Why? Because I care? Because I give a shit?
Jeff, you didn't even have the guts to go look in the van, did you?
You know what? Screw that, all right? You lied to me. You lied to me because you're gutless. A gutless, drunken loser.
I may be drunk, Jeff, and I may be a loser, and I'm not gutless.
Dude, hey, let's give a little test to this gutless loser drunken. Would you like a drink? Of course you would. It's 10 a.m. You just woke up. Of course you're gonna drink.
What do you know happened yesterday, Jeff? Huh? What do you know happened? That little Jewish princess took me into that van yesterday. She took me to that van, Jeff. And she laughed at me. She fucking laughed at me. I'm tired of being laughed at, Jeff. The fucking dykes, the people with the money, the pilots. Let me ask you a question. You saw that bitch point the gun at me yesterday. You think she was gonna use it?
I don't know.
You think after we left they had a nice big laugh?
Actually, I don't.
I disagree, Jeff. I think after we left yesterday, they had a nice big laugh about the drunk in the corner. It just makes me sick.
Dude, what good does it do to start this? That's
Sure they have, Jeff. Sure they have. They hurt me. They hurt me every single day with their attitude. I mean, who the fuck do they think they are? I had a life. They took it from me, Jeff. They took it from me.
and they're people. They have feelings too.
Yeah,
all
they
right?
have feelings too, but what about my fucking feelings? Huh? What about my fucking feelings? They come here, they think they know everything, well, they don't know fucking shit. I'm gonna be a teacher now, alright?
What the hell's going on?
Get back in the store before I blow your fucking brains out.
We ain't gotta call the cops.
Well, if you did, I'm sure they wouldn't care. They love you almost as much as I do. You know? Why don't you call your bitch, have her fight your fights for you?
We ain't calling her either.
Taylor, chill out, alright? Jeff, stay there. How about this then, huh?
How about this? Come on, big man.
Fucking
Why do y'all call me names? I never heard any of y'all. I just work here.
Stop. You know that. You know I do this, man. Just let
Go with the gun. Let go of the gun.
Just put it down. Put it away. All right. Sit down and chill out. Hi. I'm Jack. What's your name? Well, maybe if we knew names, we wouldn't have as much conflict. Or something.
Caleb.
All right. Kayla what?
Caleb Whitman. It doesn't matter. It's just my name. Doesn't define me.
Kayla, I have to ask you today. Do you like it up here in the suburbs?
It's not a matter of whether I like it or not. I'm here.
I mean, you could be somewhere else, you know, in a more upscale market. Why here?
You know what, Jeff? While you're at it, why don't you just ask her if you can work in the fucking store, huh?
Come on.
You have no respect for yourself, you know that?
No respect.
Get off my property.
What are you gonna do? Shoot me? Come on, right here. Tim, shoot me.
I said get off my property.
What the hell's going on here?
Tell him to get down.
Get down.
Give me one good reason. Come on, Jeff, let's hear it. Come on.
Because I'm asking you.
You are a coward. Sorry, don't go anywhere with cowards. I'm waiting. Hello? Are you gonna shoot me? Huh? Come on. Come on, I'm right here. Shoot me. Shoot me. Shoot me, you fucking... Oh. Oh, shit! Jack! Jack. Here.
Look, these people are crazy. Why have you even kept me here?
What's going on?
Okay, let me get her down.
Was she drunk? Take her home.
She's pretty cold, you know.
Call a friend or something. Get an ambulance here.
This has nothing to do with me.
This has everything to do with you, alright? It's your property, it's your problem.
No, she went drinking. I told her not to drink.
Give me the gun.
Hello? Hey, Sally. Hey, what's up? It's Tim. Hey, I'm down at the corner. There's been an accident. Yeah, uh-huh. Fuck now, you know? Yeah, can you send an ambulance over here as quick as you can, please? Yeah, thanks a lot.
You coming?
Amy! You know this has nothing to do with me. Amy's calling the cops. But it's too late. I'm going inside.
She's dead.
Took like 100
Alright.
pictures.
Alright, we're open for questions if anybody has any.
Go ahead, Nolan.
Why did you pick a Southern lady for the convenience store owner instead of the Arab? And
Tell me the original.
Originally, it was supposed to be. You guys talk. Originally, it was supposed to be two Pakistani husband and wife.
yeah,
However, we threw in the lesbian conflict to go along with it, and there'd be no reason for them to move here. They're new to the area. She's from the South. Bible Belt weren't really accepted.
yeah,
That answer your question?
a little bit.
Anyone else? Yeah, Ms. King.
I'm wondering if the rest of the cast is uncomfortable presenting this to and you can ask the director, do you feel uncomfortable?
The school pretty much gave us the okay to do it, just said, go with it and keep what you need to keep, and if you can cut stuff, cut it, but just to keep the authenticity of it is good. So.
It was a real feel that anything we said was really out of the ordinary or outlandish or anything, and everything was basically reality.
Some of the stuff I personally didn't like to say, so I made it modified myself. It worked for me.
I guess we just felt like a lot of adults don't get the opportunity to hear kids in their everyday speech. And we're not saying that every kid, uses the F-bomb every other word, but you have to accept that there are a lot of kids who do. And what parents and adults don't hear and don't see is a lot. And that was part of our goal in presenting this to you, is kind of to give you an open eye, another maybe perspective of people our age. We're not exactly saying, come be part of our world, we want to show you how the other side lives. We're just saying this is another one of our opportunities, and obviously not everyone is like me.
The street corner, the store was a way of the kids to get out. It was a way of them to show their feelings and be heard, because they haven't been heard growing up.
Somebody pointed out to me actually just a couple days ago that this show was in fact written for teenagers, and because it's so vulgar in some parts, most high school students can't get near it. They can't perform it, they can't touch the material. It has to be performed by people that aren't in high school, because high schools don't usually allow it. So it's a good opportunity for us to kind of explore some things that aren't traditionally done by high schools.
I think you did a really nice job, all of you, in taking on your own character. When I heard you were going to do this show, I went out and rented the movie so that I have more of a concept of what was going on. I like to know what my kids are doing. I'm curious too. I love acting. I love theater. I'm interested in the set work and everything. But what I didn't do was read the actual script that you guys originally had. How much of that did you have to cut? Because I know there were a lot of alterations in it. Did the script you have, was that like an original and you just worked around it?
Well, Aaron and I basically rewrote a lot of the script, cut a lot, and then week by week, that's a bad word, don't say that, change that sentence, do that. And there was also like, hey, yesterday I said, why don't you say this? And the characters would just say, okay. I actually, through this whole thing, I'll every once a week I jump in and look at the script and be like, we rewrote the script. We really did, and in the way they said it, this was kind of written in the 80s, so a lot of it was like excellent and all the weird 80s stuff, so we had to rewrite, put like Matt Damon in it, and not make it so 80s and bring it up to 90s in there and link up.
Yeah, nice choices. So you could tell on some of that, and that's pretty commonplace too. So did each of the characters make some of your own changes to the script as well?
Definitely.
Yeah. Which makes it more your own, which is why you were so good. Thanks.
I've always wanted to ask this one. If indeed New Hampton School's headmaster or myself or somebody gets a letter about why did you do this play, what would you say?
A lot of comments. Very opinionated.
There was a warning on the flyer, coming in. There was adult language, adult situations like that. So we were preparing people for when they come in to see the show. But again, I'm going to say it was like real life. And if we can't do something on stage, it's art depicting life. And if we can't do something that's real enough, it's not fun just to do fantasy all the time. You want to get something that actually hits people and touches them, so they absorb it more and they can take the characters, part of them when they were kids and stuff like that.
He basically said it all. It was real life. Basically what Sarah wanted us to do, she wanted somebody in the audience to relate with each one of us, whether they were gay, whether they were drinkers, whether they had problems, it didn't matter. She wanted them to relate. And
that's basically what we were doing. We weren't doing anything wrong, we were just trying to relate our acts to what people really went through.
I mean, basically the show wasn't to show or to say that every single kid or every single teenager grows up like this, but it was meant to say that some do, and it's a hard life, and you can't sit around and not do anything for the rest of life. For the rest of your life, you have to get up and do something with your life. You can't just sit there, basically.
I'm curious what you expected from your audience, because you're presenting this, said that there would be lots of students here, and it's a good show for students to see, but at the same time, they're not people who are necessarily going to be the most polite and wonderful audience that you would expect. Whereas when this was, say, first presented in New York and LA, it was presented to people who were basically used to going and seeing shows. It's nothing particularly uncomfortable for them. They were thinking, oh, that's a very interesting move she made up there. And whereas here, as an audience member myself, in the middle of the theater, there were moments I was really uncomfortable wondering what the kids around me were going to do, and I was really upset with them for doing some things, but then I thought, well, they were put into a fairly alienating position because they're not used to seeing this within a dark theater. So I was just curious of your thoughts on something.
This was the first time I got to sit in the audience with other people, and it's one of the best experiences. And I just kind of sat up there, and I heard the rude comments, and I heard what people were saying, and I wanted to get up and say, you know, I worked hard on this, and so did they. But you can't say that to these kids, because they'll turn around and look at you and be like, good. Kind of like Dave, Steve, and Tanya, like, happy for you. Don't really care. And, you know, I look at this, and I'm like, well, the way that I see it is blah, 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 and I interpret it, and that this isn't this, and to some of them, yes, it's a bunch of kids swearing and drinking on stage, and it doesn't mean a lot, but I think to a lot of other kids, it will open their eyes and make them relate. It's just that handful that we'll have to deal with, and we don't have to say anything to them. Those are the kids at our school that we don't talk about.
I just want to say that, yeah, we know that there's a lot of kids at school who maybe don't have the most respect for the theater program or what it is that we did up here. But our hope was that no matter what their reaction was, no matter what they felt that they had to do to feel cool in front of their friends, that they took something away with them, that they related to some aspect of some character up here, or, you know, felt something happen to them, whether or not they want to share it with everyone, and not everyone does. And we feel like we accomplished that, like hopefully people took something out of here.
I mean, if you notice, the comments started at the beginning. It was the first 5 to 10 minutes of the show. And after that, people were kind of like, there's something going on here that I want to pay attention to. And they all kind of shut up and started listening.
The only thing that I can say about like the audience interaction, I think it's better that they're saying stuff, because if that was real life and those kids were standing on the corner too, you'd probably get comments from them just like that anyway. So, I mean, it fits right into the play.
And
I have to say that when my father told me that Sarah was directing a play that had lots of bad language in it, I was like, that's really unnecessary. But you guys did a really good job, and it's real. That's what I hear every night in the dorms, and that's what goes on. So you guys did a good job.
One of my missions here has always been, and I think it's been one of Matt's as well, has been to maybe let the community know a little bit more about actually going to the theater. And what is that experience? Do you bring Cokes and hot dogs? Do you yell and throw things? What do you do? I was always surprised when I first came here to realize that most of the people didn't even know what the experience really was or what theater etiquette really was. And it's amazing that when you do something like this that is such an accessible vehicle for people your age, they were, at some moments when scenes were happening, they were more quiet and more focused and more connected to actually what was going on. I think connected would be the key word, than I ever see them in here. Because it was something that riveted them. I think there were moments where some of them sort of forgot I'd gone to the theater and was just watching kids at a corner, which is an ultimate goal. And the fact that you guys have done that on your own as a student-produced play, I think is amazing, and I'm so, so proud of you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Mom.
We're going to convince Father that he should come. Say no, because I actually think that it was outstanding.
Wasn't it great?
It was absolutely wonderful, and I can't understand why you said not to come.
Before we cut the language.
How much would you say you actually cut?
Well, I think we cut a lot, but then I think more, not, the stuff that we had cut, when you do a first performance and you get nervous and you speed up your lines and you get in the moment, you're gonna swear. So I think some stuff is cut back. We come into that reality thing again.
Children's theater Monday, Tuesday, don't say that.
The method that they chose to swear again.
Yeah, they kind of sneak the curses back on stage.
Which we'll talk about later. Mrs. Desk?
I thought it was excellent, the whole thing, really much. You did a great job. And the comedy, the drama of it, and you brought so many issues to talk about. And I'm too.
You can't tell him that we had this conversation.
I also just want to say something about the comedy, is that there were a lot of deep parts, and there were a lot of funny parts, and one of my goals as a person is to make people laugh. I just get up in the morning and I want to laugh, and I want everyone else to laugh, and I want people to laugh at me and laugh with me. So I wanted a lot of comedy to really weigh out some of the deep stuff that some of the kids in the audience would be like, oh, no. Right, you know? So then they could be like, yeah, it was a good show, because they'll remember the funny stuff.
Hopefully they'll also remember some of the issues.
Yeah.
Kisses, yeah, you remember the kisses.
Yeah.
Daddy?
Yeah, I think you ought to hear from the stark conservative dad, too. I really tried to keep an open mind, even after repeated warnings. You're not going to like it. I know you're not going to like it.
He's laughing.
And then the final kicker was when Murph called a few nights ago and said, I got to warn you about this. Okay, well, I will try my best to keep an open mind, but I can't promise myself I'm going to like this, because I have some strong feelings about that. But I agree with everything that's been said. I thought it was extraordinarily well done. The combination of drama and humor, and, I did not find the language offensive. I agree with what you said, Sarah. We don't get to see kids being kids with each other. I mean, we kind of have a sense of what's going on. I thought it was fabulous.
All right. Yeah.
Is there anything else that anyone wants to add, say, do? Miss Weller?
LW?
I think you guys did an amazing job. I remember sitting down with Murphy at a table, and we were talking about the language and whether we thought that was, like, what is the goal of that? And, it wasn't that long ago that I was in high school, and what you guys have done is very, very real. And I wasn't offended at all, because it would have been, in a way, more offensive if we taken it all out, because that wouldn't have been your voice. And if a swear came out, then when it wasn't supposed to go, then that's right, because you were involved in that character, you were that person. I didn't, you don't even start listening to this, so it's not what's important. You guys did an amazing job.
Thank you. That's actually what happened. Aaron and I went to Mr. Beatty and were like, hey, look, this is what we've got. Do you want to read the script first? And he said, you know what? The artist that wrote this wants this to happen, and he wants this message to get across. And to not do that is defying what he's done. It's taking everything away. So we went into it and said, okay, do it, and learn your lines like that, and then we'll decide what we don't want.
Keep learning those lines. Just learn the ultimate theater struggle.
Huh?
You're making me a little bit nervous that this is all what's really out there.
Not all.
Invited to our house for the house party after the.
bring the guns.
The guns, the beer,
These guys are kind of in college, so.
No, yeah, wait until you get to college and your teachers use that language in the classroom.
Oh, it's. What do you mean? We're in private school. Don't worry, Mom.
It's what all your parents told me.
April?
Did you guys as individuals relate to the characters and what was going on and the situation?
I didn't relate to my character. One, because I'm not a lesbian, but I thought about the other people who maybe were lesbians or were gay and felt uncomfortable about it. So when Sarah proposed the fact that I had to be a lesbian, it was a big step for me. One, because of peer pressure, and two, because I'm a freshman. And you know, as a freshman, you leave your mark. This is the first year you leave your mark. So that was a big step for me, and I was actually proud to do it because it was like I felt that I was standing out there, and I was like, look, you know, this is me, this is who I'm gonna be, and you're gonna have to deal with it or not. And Sarah really helped me out with the peer pressure thing, and it went really well.
I connected to my character. It was, I mean, with every character that you have in a performance, you have to find something to connect to so that you can be that character. And I think what I found in the character is the discrimination toward her. Everybody is discriminated against, no matter who you are, no matter what color you are, gender, whatever. It doesn't make a difference. Everybody feels discrimination. And you just have to take that feeling and connect that to the character. Because that's basically all it was discrimination. It wasn't really about her sexuality or her gender. It was about her getting just people being ignorant. That's all that it was. And it was kind of a lesson we learned for the audience.
I want to say that I think that there are aspects of who we are on stage in each of us, and I think that everyone here did a really excellent job of bringing things like that to themselves. I mean, obviously, for those of you who know me, I'm not a psycho-feminazi, but, you know, I do want to make it. I do want to go somewhere and make something of myself. I know Elizabeth's not, you know, coming out of rehab, but she is shy and she is withdrawn at times. And I think that it was a really powerful experience for us to have aspects of our characters magnified like that, and I think it forced us to examine ourselves at some level.
I was me.
Except not really now.
Only
He doesn't use pot to get high.
Yeah. I don't drink and I don't do anything. I'm just naturally.
And he doesn't really gel his hair, that's fine. This is fake.
This is real.
I also wanted to just say about casting is that I didn't want to cast the actor that comes in and says, "Oh yeah, I can play a drunk on the corner." Cool. But I want to put somebody that's maybe been there or had never acted before, but I can see them doing that. And we took, you know, risks and said, "Have you ever acted before?" And they said, "No." And I said, "Well, I think you do a great job." And they said, "Okay." And we brought them in, and we had to work with them. We spent like many days to do the line again, get the diction, say L.A., you know, and work with that. And I've had theater coaches, but I never thought that I would have to direct a show and actually teach someone how to act too. And it really, I mean, can you pick out who hasn't acted before? And I just think that they did a great job, and that casting was so glad that it worked out.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Vicki, did you want to talk?
Yeah, I was just going to mention, you all did a phenomenal job. I was really impressed with what you brought to each of the characters. I was watching a show called Actors Workshop, which I don't know if you're familiar with it. And the actor that was being interviewed, this is kind of going back to what you were talking about in terms of how you develop each of your characters. The actor being interviewed was being asked how he's developed the various characters that he's done. And he said on pages, in the script, on pages like 3 to 5, the actor may be asked to do certain things, and they're similar to his own personality. So there he uses what he already has in terms of his experience and his resources to bring to that character. And I maybe pages 6 to 13, he's being asked to do things that are so foreign to his character, and that's where he has to work a little harder and dig to find the parts of himself that he can relate to or find a commonality to bring to his character. And then maybe pages 13 to 55, he's back on swing with things that are his own. So it's such a combination of imagination, hard work, and then tapping with part of yourself. And I saw a lot of you tonight, most of you tonight, all of you tonight, actually, integrating really well, what I'm sure is not knowing too many of you up there, but able to see you integrating parts of who you are, what I would assume you are, and obviously having to bring imagination to what you're doing. I applaud you. I think you did a really good job.
This is one of the strongest acting ensembles I've seen on the stage in 9 years. It really is. And I think it's because there's very little acting. And you all know where I'm coming from. There's no acting. I saw a lot of listening, a lot of really responding, a lot of doing, a lot of having fun. I kept forgetting that I was watching something like this. It's also because of the language and everything, it wasn't very publicized. And I am a walking promo. If everybody in this room gets, 2 or 3 people to come, we can get, I think you have something really amazing here to share with the community, and I think we should get people here as long as they're old enough. We should get them in here. But I think you should include your administrators and your teachers and your advisors and your Jeff Beattie. Get him on that list. He's a very busy man, and he loves you all, and he would be amazed by this. I know him. He's a psychologist. He's dedicated his life to young people. He would be amazed and impressed by this, and you should get him here tomorrow night. You should find a way to get him here. He's got a lot to do, but if you just tell him how important it is, maybe he can make it.
Thank you.
Good job.
Is that it? All right, thank you.
Got to turn the record off first.
But it's my child. I didn't like my child having a gun scene because we are depicted that way already. And I sent her to put herself in an environment to expose who we were in a positive manner, to say, TV portrays us like this all the time. This is not who we are. This is not who any of our friends are. This is nothing we come from. I didn't grow up with an alcoholic on the corner. Okay? So therefore, I didn't want her depicted in that manner. It didn't matter to anybody. She didn't tell me about the gun scene. Because we deal with that every day. I live in New York, and I deal with it.
It's not just, it's not a racial thing. It's everywhere.
Well, no, it's not
middle-class white kids. I'm looking at my son. I have an 18-year-old. I've seen him in just about every one of these characters. And it's sad. It's real sad.
What I am saying, though, to you is a difference. I am saying that there are certain roles that you can play, but there are certain things that we are already having to deal with that I personally myself don't live that way, and I personally myself do not want my child imitating that way. These are my feelings, okay? Because we know that when it comes to the gun issues and a lot of other things that take place, we know through media and everything else where and how it is portrayed.
Well, I don't think it was much as a racial thing because it was a lesbian couple and they both brought out the guns. Now, I see where you're coming from totally, but I mean, also, this was just a depiction of all people as the violence that they all become, because I think everyone in the stage at least some point got in a fight. And it's just talking about one suburban area of kids of upper middle class who all have money and they can basically go through these things and pull out of it. And they're trying to live like normal people and do what they think, everyone else is doing, getting in fights, pulling out guns because it's what you can do.
This had nothing to do.
I understand that my daughter and I probably do disagree, but the lesbian, when she told me about the lesbian scene per se, I said, I don't have an issue with that.
Yeah.
Because I do not raise you that you should not be prejudiced against individuals because of what their sexual preference is. That's not my point. You didn't portray that very strongly in that image. I see this big God.
Yeah.
You didn't portray that we are disliking these individuals because of their sexual preference, and they should not be disliked because of that. I mean, you could have done, I'm just saying that I did not see that.
Well, if it was a racial issue, I would have been attacking Tanya for calling Colin a nigger because he's also black. I disagree because the whole point was that we were gay and we weren't, in Tanya's monologue, we weren't accepted because we were gay. Not because Tanya was white and I was black. Because
I think I just want to put it. This is kind of the entire reason why we had this talk back, because we wanted to hear what you had to say. We want to hear what everyone else has to say, and we're very glad that you were able to speak up. And we thank you because that gives every one of us, every time we're in another show, directing, producing, anything, that maybe we do have to do that more. And if we are going to do this again someplace, sometime, somewhere, or if we're ever in it again, then we need to think about those things. And that's why we wanted to do this. So thank you for your feedback.
Wanted to state it's an interesting textual shift that you should know about. An East Indian brother and sister are who originally played those roles. And originally in the original script, there is a huge racial element. So the text is actually a bit confusing now with the change that they have made. So that's also part of the responsibility.
Maddie, did you want
comment and an observation, and feel free to respond to the observation. You know, I too share that sense of down and depression, but I think the essential line of the play was, Aaron, when you said, you don't have any dreams.
Yeah.
And I think that I feel depressed for anybody that doesn't have any dreams. And my observation is that two references I think were made to my mother praying, which is video your mother when she was praying or something. And that element was never explored, and that was my observation. If anybody wants to respond to that.
We are just, what we did up on stage was we took a script that an artist wrote, that he wrote for his own expression and from his own experiences and from his own interpretation of life and what life can be and what life doesn't have to be. And all that we did was we took what he wrote and we tried to portray it to people that were willing to listen and interpret it the way they wanted to, and interpret it the way that made them feel like maybe when they left this theater they could go out and change what they saw in here and make it so it doesn't have to be the real world. And I think that that is the key when you come in as an audience to watch a play, is just remember that we're just portraying what an artist has written. And we're just trying to send out that message for the writer, and the job of the audience is to take it and do what they want with it, and hopefully it'll be the right thing, and go out and try and change something in the world and make it better.
as a producer, had a part in picking the show in the first place. And I think that one of the two main goals that I personally had, number one, I thought it might be an eye-opener for some people who don't often get a chance to see what we oftentimes do see as kids, as teenagers, which is kids who are confused, kids who don't know where they're going, and just want to know where they're going. And a lot of times I think that people don't feel connected to their children, and we wanted to give that opportunity. Also, we wanted to connect to people our age and maybe say, look at this. You don't have to be this. And maybe some people are. And we just wanted to open some eyes, look at the prejudice that happens, when people are different, when people aren't what is typically accepted. And we thought that by doing this show, we would just be able to make some people think about what's around.
And I think with your...
Let me talk. About what you were saying about how I mentioned about that, like my mom praying and stuff. Well, how I saw it as, I don't know if this is entering, but I want to say this because this made me want to say it. But, like,
I basically was my character because my mother is very religious, and actually my dad is the chief of police. And, like, I was my character, only I don't do bad things. I'm just totally out there. But I'm also very religious, and I think the point was is that my mom was religious, and she lets me do it because she knows that I'm forgiven for doing what I do. And like, I think because some of the lines that were cut were stuff about the Pope, and which was, I was very happy about that, but and like...
Offensive things about the Pope, not
Yeah.
good things.
Yeah. And, but like, it was kind of, like the whole toilet paper scene about how she bought it with Bible sayings because she is very religious, and I don't know if I'm answering your question, but I'm trying to.
I really didn't have a question, I was just...
Oh, well, anyway, but, yeah. I lost my train of thought.
You
All
can
right,
go
while
on.
you get to your train of thought, I would like for most of the panel or the actors to possibly answer this one. When you see your friends or if you see people in situations like many of the characters were, for instance, when the young man pushed the young lady, how would you intercede, or what would be your reaction? How would you handle some conflict like that amongst friends, I would say? Because these would probably be friends if you saw that kind of behavior, because I don't think you would just go up to a stranger to intercede on someone else's behalf if you're, in that sort of a situation. It's sort of dangerous. How do you think you would handle that?
If that was my friend, number one, I wouldn't have any guy friends that hit girls because I totally don't agree with that. But in this scene particularly, Tim was a drunk, He was, even though he claimed to be something, he was nothing. And so that, I felt that was like a strong scene for me because he was pushing a girl. He was pushing somebody who was close to me, but in the real life, I would have like attacked him or something because I just can't watch my temper like that. But I totally disagree with guys hitting girls. So hopefully, like, I don't have any guy friends that really do it. But if I did, I would try very strongly to stop it or try to break it up.
And the drinking behaviors of a couple of the characters, one of them drank and was behind the dumpster. If you knew friends or peers drinking to that extent, how would you handle that?
I think we try to separate them from the problem, and if we couldn't separate them from the problem, we tried, everything we could. We'd eventually have to separate ourselves from the problem before, this is me personally, before you yourself get dragged into it, and it's just something you're stuck in. And you can only help a person to a certain extent to where they're like, I don't want it, and then you have to let them figure it out on their own.
If, for me, my friends are the people that I know extremely well, or I don't consider them my true friends. And if I see them doing something that I don't agree with, if they are my friends, then they're the people that I can somehow touch and somehow sit down and say, this is not cool, you can't be doing this, don't do it, and find a way to convince them, to show them that what they're doing isn't really the best way to go. And I think that's the best way to handle a friend that's not doing something too cool.
I think a lot of times you can try to help your friends, but only to a certain extent, because honestly, kids with problems don't want help. They don't want somebody else to try and solve it for them. They're working through something, and they don't want anybody's help. And you can't really force somebody to change if they don't want to. And that's what a lot of kids in this show were dealing with, is they didn't know where they were going, and they were trying to change, but they didn't have any way to do that. They didn't have any opportunities.
I think to add on to that, if you send someone to rehab, they're only going to rehabilitate themselves, as Bibi would say. I'm rehabilitated because she served her time. You're only going to do that if you want to. And I think the only answer to having friends that do have problems is, you can mention it to them, but it's to really just love them and care for them. And once they see that, then maybe they'll realize who they are. And I think that's all you can give them, and you can't nag them and tell them what they're doing is wrong constantly and try to, have heart-to-hearts all the time, but you can give them your love and support.
I mean, my character wasn't someone, a kid, a person you would see in everyday life who drinks on street corners and pushes girls around and does crazy stuff like that. But I think my character symbolized a person who was confused in life and who didn't know where he or she was going, or wasn't sure about things that he wanted to do. And so, per se, like, he dropped out of the army, and the army is something that can give you good privileges and good opportunities, and he dropped out basically because he didn't know if he wanted to be in the army or not. He didn't know if the army would lead him into a good life, because there are people that do go to the army and that don't lead good lives. So basically, he was just confused, and he was a drunk because he drank too much.
I had the limited vocabulary trying to defuse the situation with the gun.
What did you say?
The young man right beside you, he was trying to defuse the situation with the gun, but he was displaying limited vocabulary because he used four-letter words, and when he couldn't use those words, he sort of tried to compensate by asking the young lady her name, first and last, really trying to defuse the bomb. So, please.
What do I think? I think the guy who I was portraying was trying to think that he was better than everyone else, and when he got in an actual real situation where everyone's like, what are you going to do, what are you going to do? He's completely lost. I mean, he can conceptualize on it as much as he wants to, and he can, he can say, this is what if. But when it actually got down to it, in real life, when he actually had to make a real decision in life, he didn't know what to do.
See, I want to comment on that. See, I think that's one of the most important moments of the play. I think Eric Bogosian is saying something about relationships there, and I think he's saying about really knowing who people are before you decide who they are. And I think that's a very important line when he says, what's your name? Maybe things would be better if we knew each other's names.
The connection.
And and I think he says very secretly, if you read this script and you look at it and you look at the screenplay, which is a little bit different, there are really special attributes inside of each character that have been shrouded by the environment they live in and by what they've been taught to believe by their parents, by what they've been taught to believe by their friends. But even Colin's character, is a really rough, going nowhere character. But if you look underneath it, he's one of the most clever, and he's got this high-powered manipulation ability over people. If he was an executive in charge of a corporation, if he could clean up his language and his drinking, he'd probably be a really powerful individual. And I really think Eric Bogosian's got that inside the script as well.
Can I just add something to that whole thing, and Mr. Abbott? I don't think any of these characters had anyone that really loved them. From Jillian to Colin, what you were talking about before, that if you have money, then you can get it covered up. The abortion, the low-tar cigarettes, the whole thing that Jillian had. And Colin obviously spent his money drinking or whatnot, and he couldn't cover that up. But none of these characters you can pick out really had someone to love them, except kind of each other. Susan, Jeff, I mean, we're teenagers, what's real love? You want it to come from someplace else, and they didn't have support. So if they never saw that coming from anyone else, then how do they know how to support each other? And I think where we're coming from maybe as teenagers, that's how we end up if we don't have that, community to bring us up.
Can I just say one thing? Or are we ending this?
Yeah, go.
Okay. We keep saying as teenagers. I don't relate to any of these characters at all. Not one single one of them, except for the fact that every single one of them has felt discrimination at one point in the play, and everybody has felt discrimination. Everybody. No matter what gender, sex, sexuality, whatever, you felt discrimination somehow. You could be 3 years old, some little kid pushed you down the playground, you felt it. And I don't feel like I am any one of these characters. I don't feel like it is what teenagers are, what teenagers do, what teenagers feel. It's just what it could be and what in some cases it is. And
I agree with you, but this is what my point is, and although it was meant to erase, and that is not what I'm saying. See, I agree with you. Discrimination does exist. And if that is the point that you are trying to make, I do not see how discrimination comes in with dealing with the gun and the profanity part of it. I don't know, my daughter tells me I don't get jokes easy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that if you want to make that point, I'm pointing. If you want to make that point, if you want to address the issues of kids using drugs, if it's about discrimination, I don't understand how the discrimination of people tied into the profanity and the gun thing.
That just has to say something right
I don't think it does.
I don't think this show is just about discrimination. It's about life, how kids experience things.
That's the larger picture.
A lot of kids are just in a bad place.
Teenagers are discriminated against just because they use profanity. Think about what you're saying. Think about what you're asking. Step back and look. This whole thing, because they're saying swears, just turn you off, which that's that's okay. But I'm saying they're just teenagers kind of invent their own language, okay?
Of course.
And the first thing that they do is make it so that mom and dad don't like it because they don't want you to hear it or to understand it.
What I think,
And the gun thing, that's what they teach our school
people to do. Maybe what we're trying to say is
ask
that,
names and talk.
discrimination isn't right. And for some people, what it takes to realize that is to maybe see it up here, to maybe have it pointed out to them so clearly in such, terms that you can't deny. You can't deny what was happening up here. You can't deny the guns. You can't deny the language. And for a lot of people, not everyone clearly, but for a lot of people, that's their reality. And to see that happening, I think, was our point, to just open some eyes. I was just, Morgan?
Yeah, I want, we will leave this room thinking about this issue. And therefore, the theater has done its job.
Definitely.
I think the most important thing for the theater to do is to do its job. And also the fact that the clearest way to deal with a problem at all, step one is to understand it. I think, and exploring it and looking into what might exist in your country is step one of even beginning to understand it. And here's my most important point. I am so amazingly impressed with the fact that these dozen or more people took 60 or 70 typed pages in a little script, worked for 2 months, and created this world on their own time, with their own commitment, and to try to make the world a better place was their objective. And I think that is fabulous. I couldn't be more proud.
Yeah, I have one more question. How many takes did the kisses take, Jill?
Not long. Teenagers know how to kiss.
We just want to thank you all for coming tonight. Thanks for your input, your comments. We really appreciate your support. Thank you.